Hello, this is Opulent Philanthropy, Inc. We're helping out the people of India today. So we want to thank all our subscribers from India to help us raise money by subscribing and viewing these videos all the way through. That really helps us raise an enormous amount of money. And this is what we are, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, international. We help people around the world. And today we are helping India. India has one of the worst heat waves of all times coming through as the climate gets hotter. The temperatures rise, and we want to help India from this heat and from the monsoons they have been having. And you got flooding to cool it off, and then you got the heat wave that's also people dying from. So this is a terrible disaster. Not only the water, the heat, so they're getting it from both sides. It's either too wet or too hot. So either way, it is too much of both of them. And we just want to help out over here in the United States. We are an international nonprofit, and this is what we do. We help out around the world, and it's a beautiful thing to people in the United States love helping people in India, and we have a lot of people in the United States from India that also helps out. They helps out over here, and they help out in India. So we just want to thank all our people. Like, if you don't have $1 to donate, or 1 million or 10 million that you want to donate to help out in India, please subscribe. By subscribing and viewing the video, you are also helping out. So help any kind of way you can. The easiest way you can help out is by subscribing and listening to how we are fundraising to help the people in India. That is our mission, to help out as much as we can, and we need as many people to help out as possible that would like to help our cause. So if you would like to help out, feel free to help out. And the people of India, be very thankful. This video is for people all around the world. It's just not for India. We have to help out all around the world. We all have to help each other. This is one planet. Anything that affects India affects us too. Anything that affects anywhere in the world somehow will affect you, whether it's a food shortage, or it's a gas shortage, or it's a money shortage. Everything creates a shortage. So we want India up and running with less problems as possible. We can't stop natural disasters, but we can help when they arrive. And when people lose their homes and their livelihoods, the best way to help them is to donate, where we can send food, help with shelter, water, in this situation fans. Everything helps when you don't have anything. Anything helps. So don't feel like, oh, well, I can't help, I don't have no money. No, don't feel like that. You can watch this video all the way through, and you can subscribe. That is also helping the people over there. So many subscribers that we get also helps out the people in India, and that's what we want to do. We want to help them out to recover from this terrible monsoon. This monsoon will continue. It's not going to stop. These heat waves will continue. They're not going to stop. So they're going to be needing some help for a while. And we're here to help the people of India, and we want to thank everybody in India that has subscribed to this video, this channel. we want to thank you as well. We may not have thank you in the comments, but we want to thank you personally, because we see that you care and we care. So in order for us to do more, you have to subscribe. You have to view the videos all the way through. That is the way that you can voluntarily help out. If you want to help somebody in India that needs help, the elderly, the young, we recommend that you help them out if you're able to do it. Because when floods and monsoons occur, everybody that's captured in these disasters are looking for help from anybody, anywhere. So they're looking for help, and we want you to help them if you can. Would be a big heart to them. It's easier to say, that you're doing good, that it didn't get you, you okay, you still have your job, and all of that is good. We are happy for the people that that's not affected by this. But I believe this heat wave has affected a lot of people in a lot of ways, because there has been sweltering heat waves engulfing parts of Asia. So when you're talking about heat waves, you're talking about the planet getting hotter and hotter. So if it gets any hotter, we don't work with global warming and try to stop the planet before it tilts to the point of non-survival, then we have a problem. People will have to migrate to cooler areas. We'll probably all be living in Antarctica or Alaska, I don't know, but you won't be able to live where you're living. And if we get to that point, hopefully we won't go to Antarctica and continue to burn coal and continue to do the things that warm up the planet. Maybe we might have to listen to the scientists, I don't know. We'll just keep doing what we're doing till we're extinct, I don't know. But what I do know is people need help right now. And so there was heavy showers, blanketing northern India over the weekend, offering some much needed relief from the blistering heat wave that ravaged the region. But with mercury levels expected to remain high in other areas, the soaring heat has highlighted how millions in the world's most populous nation are among the most vulnerable to the effect of the climate crisis. So the most populous place in the world is affected by the heat. So we want to try to help the people out by letting them by raising funds and helping them to recover, because everybody needs some help during these types of disasters. India has over 1.4 billion people. India's population has surpassed China. We are helping with this disaster. If you would like to donate $1, 1 million, 100% will go to this cause. If you cannot afford to donate, simply subscribe to help someone. You can subscribe to this channel and you can view the video in its entirety. That would help us reach the subscription level and the viewing level needed to provide more assistance to the people that need it around the world. So if you would be so kind to subscribe and to view the video in its entirety, we could reach our goals a lot faster and we can help more people. So be kind enough to do that favor for us, because we are working hard on our end to help the people of India. We're not just talking to India, we're talking to people around the world. That includes the United States, Europe, all of Asia, everywhere, because we are everywhere. We're helping out everywhere. That's why we're on YouTube. There's billions of people on YouTube that views these videos, and we want to be right smack in the middle where these billions of people can pitch in and help out. Like I say, if you just subscribe and view the video all the way through, you are helping out. So don't feel bad if you don't have extra money to help out, because a lot of people don't have the extra money to help out. They're living on a budget, and the budget don't include helping out. So Opulent Philanthropy is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. If you donate through our YouTube channel, 100% of your donation will go to the event of your choice. PayPal charges a fee of 2.89% plus 49 cents per transaction. When you donate, there is a section to write a note. Please let us know your donation intentions. You will receive an email from us verifying the full amount. We will also Lord, this music song. We will also send you a letter if you donate $250 for tax purposes, but you can write off your donation through your taxes, so that's a good thing. You can write it off, and you can get some of that money back, especially people that's donating tens of thousands, millions, billions, whatever you want to donate. 100% will go to this program or the program of your choice. We have many programs on YouTube, through our organization, which deals with cancer, it deals with healthcare, homelessness, education, disasters, victims of violence, and a lot of people are very thankful when they receive the funds, or they receive the oxygen tanks we sent during COVID, or they receive different things that we provide. We may not have our name wrote on it across every item we send, but we are sending 100% when you donate on this channel here. We want to be the only I ain't gonna say we want to be. Right now, I believe we are one of the only nonprofits that are giving away 100%. That's what we're here for. We want to make people comfortable. They know when they make a donation that their donation will go where they think that it's going, and that's to the people and not to the charity. Now, I'm not knocking some charities. They have to pay their support staff, different things that they had to pay for, but so they have a different structure than we do. We are structuring to give it all back, because we hear the people with the most money saying that when they give, or the reason that they're not giving, is because too much of the money is going to the charity. So we want to erase that reason for the people that, because we have a lot of small donors. I don't hear them saying that, but some of the bigger donors that can really make a difference in this world, they are holding back on giving because the charities are not releasing the funds the way that they would like them. So we want to erase that reason by giving out 100%. PayPal charges a small fee, but we're going to be working with YouTube. That's why I'm telling you to subscribe and view the video all the way through, and YouTube will eventually cover those transaction fees when we switch over to their their payment processing features that they have for nonprofits. So this is why it is important to subscribe. This is why it is important to view the videos all the way through. We are live streaming, so we're doing our best to help the people in India. So we want you to also help out the people by any means necessary, and that goes for subscribing, that goes for donations, whatever you could do. You know, when you're having a hard time and somebody helps out, you're really thankful. You're more thankful. During disasters, people come together. That's what people do. They're afraid. They don't know what's happening next. So this is what brings people together, and we want them to have a place to come to where they're comfortable in helping, and their help is going straight to their intention, where they're intended for it to go. And that's why we think we will make a big difference in the charity world. Maybe other charities will follow our program and start giving all the money back, if they're structured like that, to the people, because this is what the people want. GoFundMe has shown us that, and they're not a charity. So this way, that the big donors that want to give, because there's a lot of small donors on GoFundMe, I've been watching them, they don't really give over there. Maybe it's because of the transaction fee, or maybe because it's not a tax write-off. We have cryptocurrency you can write off. We have stocks you can write off. So this is the place to write off some of them taxes. You don't have to pay it back to the government. You can write it off right here, and this is what we want you to do. So the soaring heat wave has highlighted how millions in the world's most populous nations are among the most vulnerable of the effects of a climate crisis. The weekend downpour in Uttar Pradesh was a welcome change for the northern state of 220 million people, after temperatures in some areas soared to 47 degrees Celsius, that's 116 degrees Fahrenheit, last week, sickening hundreds with heat-related illnesses. Man, that's hot. 116 degrees. I don't know. That's why we're raising money for them. We wanna try to get them some food over there, some water, because they losing crops, and they got too much water destroys the crops. Too hot destroys them, and the elderly may not have the money for fans or whatever we can get over there. Some portable fans, battery operated fans, whatever we can get over there to try to help out during this climate crisis, because that's what it is. It's a climate crisis, and we want to help out to save as many lives as we can. On Sunday, temperatures dropped acutely in Lucknow to around 32 degrees. That's 87 degrees Fahrenheit. So the rain, the floods cooled it down a little bit, but that could be temporarily. But they are in a monsoon, so if it's not too hot, it's flooding. So it's either side it's a problem. As the capital, along with other cities, experienced the first rain during this year's monsoon season, video broadcasts on the local television show people getting soaked in the rain and commuters navigating waterlogged roads. So not a good situation. The rain in Uttar Pradesh is likely to continue this week, bringing cooler temperatures to the region. But in the neighboring state of Bihar, unrelenting heat has extended into its second week, forcing schools to shutter until Wednesday. At least 44 people have died from the heat-related illness across the state in recent weeks, a senior health official told CNN. But the number could be much higher as authorities struggle to accurately assess how many people have died from heat stroke. And this can be prevented, the elderly, it's too hot for the elderly. 116 degrees, it's going to kill them. A lot of these people don't have air conditioning. They can't afford it. They don't have the right finances to live that type of life. But, when we raise funds and get them ice and water and fans over there, and if they can we raise enough. If some of these billionaires we have over here want to donate enough for some AC units or pay for some electric bills, they need all of that, especially the elderly. You don't have to donate to the young, the strong that can probably survive 116 degrees, but the elderly, this is if it keeps rising, it's going to kill them for sure. Some people, we have some areas that get hot here in Arizona and different places. They get extremely hot, but Nevada, desert areas, but the people have AC, and you don't see this type of death, but those light bills are through the roof. So we're trying to just help out where we can. If you save one life, you have you should feel good about that, because that's what you do when you donate. You are saving lives, and that's what you do when you subscribe and view this channel all the way through this video. You are helping to save lives, because we are raising funds to help save lives. Temperatures are expected to slightly cool over the coming days, according to the Indian Meteorologist Department. However, experts say the climate crisis is only going to cause more frequent and longer heat waves in the future, testing India's ability to adapt. So in order for them to adapt, they're going to have to get some AC, get some fans, make sure they got plenty of water. All of this will help prevent people cannot afford a lot of safe drinking water. They're making everything costs. You look over here, how prices are going up over here. They're going up around the world, because these disasters create shortages, and shortages make everything go up. And we're battling inflation over here. When you go to the grocery store, people are struggling. People are trying to make ends meet, and a disaster will set you back. It will destroy the little bit you have. So help out if you can, is all we're asking. Just help out. India has a history of dealing with heat. There are going to be millions affected. Millions. The Indian Institute of Human Settlements adding the number of deaths that will be a result from staggering heat depends on how prepared health systems are to deal with it. So it's millions of people that are in harm's way. India is not the only country in the region to experience such sweltering heat in the recent weeks. Temperatures in northeast China are expected to remain high in the coming days, and with mercury levels rising from 40 degrees Celsius to 104 Fahrenheit. So that's hot too. Not as hot as India, but it's still hot. It's heat stroke weather. If you're outside your job is outside and it's 104, you in heat stroke territory, and you're killing your kidneys. So if you're working outside, please drink plenty of water, because this heat is not forgiving. It's deadly. It's a weapon. It's nature's weapon. So in Pakistan's capital, Islamabad, temperatures soared to 39 degrees Celsius, 142 degrees Fahrenheit last week, before weekend rain brought in some relief to the region, and studies warn the impact of extreme heat could be devastating. Prolonged heat. India often experiences heat waves during the summer months of May and June, but in recent years they have arrived earlier and become more prolonged. Last April, India experienced a heat wave which saw temperatures in capital New Delhi go beyond 40 degrees Celsius, 104 Fahrenheit, for 7 consecutive days. In some states, the heat closed schools, damaged crops, and put pressure on energy supplies, as officials warn residents to remain indoors and keep hydrated. India is among the countries expected to be worse affected by the climate crisis, according to the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change. potentially affecting 1.4 billion people nationwide. That is a lot of people. A lot of people that is being affected. So we got to get a hold on this climate, and we got to help the people that's in harm's way. We're all in harm's way because the climate is changing. The temperatures are getting hotter. The storms are getting bigger. So when that happens, people are going to need help. And like I say, this is one place where you can help if you don't have any money, just by viewing the video all the way through and practically donating if possible. There are some people out there possible of donating large sums of money, but don't feel bad if you want to donate $1. That's a large sum of money to somebody that do not have anything. So don't think your dollar is not worth anything. It is. $1 can still buy stuff, because a lot of people donate dollars, 5, 10s, and 20s, and it adds up. It adds up. Trust me. It adds up to do the same as somebody donating 50,000. So it's just a slower process, but it's faster if the people don't donate 50,000. The experts are saying that the cascading effect will be devastating. A study published in April by the University of Cambridge said heat waves in India are putting unprecedented burdens on India's agriculture, economy, and public health systems, stalling efforts to reach its development goals. Long-term projections indicate that India heat waves could cross the survivability limit for a healthy human resting in the shade by 2050. So they're saying by 2050 you won't even be able to go outside, even in the shade. Like, it's going to be too hot. And they will impact the labor productivity, economic growth, and quality of life of around 310 to 480 million people. Estimates show a 15% decrease in outdoor working capacity during daylight hours due to extreme heat by 2050. You won't even be able to go out and harvest your food. It's going to be too hot. It's going to be burnt up. It ain't going to be nothing to harvest. So we got to, hopefully, that we can turn this heat wave, this climate around. We're trying to stop burning fossil fuels. We're going to electric cars. We're going to solar panels. All of this supposedly will, if it's not too late, if we haven't tilted too far, this will slow the carbon footprint that is scientists say is causing climate change. So we want to change that. And they got the meat there, making vats to so you don't have to have as many animals, I guess. I don't know, but they're trying to change the climate. Singh said India has already taken steps to mitigate the impacts of high temperatures, including altering working hours for some outdoor workers and increasing heat education. But the effects of extreme heat will impact our environment, energy consumption, and ecosystems, they warn. So this is a big story. Typically in a heat wave, you see related water scarcity and droughts. You see the failure of the electric grid. These risks start stressing the entire system. Crop productivity will get affected. There will be huge impacts on other animals. When we come up with heat reduction plans, these are all the things that are important to remember. So that's a lot. It's a lot. You don't want to stress out the electric system, because then you don't have no electricity, and the people that are doing good over there the elderly will also be affected, and the children. So you don't want to, and if it affects the water, it creates a drought. You can't live on this planet without water. You need water, so you don't want a drought. And then your crops, you got to eat. So if If it burn up your crops or flood your crops, it's just all around losing strategy. So extremes of weather. India's heat wave in the north came as heavy rain battered the country's northeast, with pre-monsoon rain in Assam state triggering landslides and heavy flooding. Nearly 500,000 people have been affected after heavy showers battered the region, turning roads into rivers and submerging entire villages. The rain in Assam came 1 week after tropical cyclone Baparji hit India's west coast, ripping trees and toppling electricity poles. So this is the rain and the flooding and the heat they getting it all at once. It's either too much rain or too hot. So it's just going back and forth like it's a no-win situation if you ask me, but they're surviving so far. We just hope it don't get any hotter and this don't turn into a catastrophe, because we trying our best. That's why we're saying to subscribe. So anyway, we're going to not make this video too long, because we don't want people to not view it in its entirety, and we want to make sure that people are like viewing our videos, and they keep coming back and keep tuning in no matter where you're at or what event we're covering. We're just covering events to help people out. That's what we're about. We are a nonprofit organization that's delivering the news directly to the people, and we want you to know that if your donations are going straight to the people and not to the charity. So if you donate your hard-earned money, or however you got it, however you got your money, it will go directly to the program of your choice. If you donate on YouTube through PayPal, or our website through PayPal, if you go to our website www.opulentusa.org/India, you will see many programs on there where we help out India. We've been doing it since 2011. We have many donors from corporations and employees that the corporations match the donations, and they donate to India, China, around the world, Russia, Ukraine. We was doing Iran before the embargo. The United States is made up of people from all over the world. So we have people from all over the world. They want to help out the people in their country or their family members in their country, and we're here to make sure that their people are safe and living well as they may be living over here. So feel free to view the video in its entirety, and feel free to subscribe. We need subscribers. Subscribers are like donations, because then you can see when we go live, and you can tune in to the live video, and you can help us out by subscribing and viewing the video. Thank you. You all have a nice day.